best advice for FIT students and all of these incredible designers is know your audience. I think that's so important in whatever you're doing, whether you're studying marketing here or you're studying fashion design. I think if you really know your audience, you can really tailor your designs to that specific audience, and knowing them creates a passion in your work, and I think that's ultimately really important.
I'm often asked the best advice I have for students when they go into the industry. And I have to say, I've been very true to my opinion for a long time. Know your customer. You need to be in fashion because you love customers, you love the men and the women and the children you may be dressing. It's not about being a celebrity. It's not about being a star. It's not about being liked on Instagram. It's about servicing people who are as passionate and as enthusiastic about fashion as you are, because ultimately you can be editorialized in all of the magazines in the world, but until you see a man, a woman, or a child walking down the street in something that you've conceived, that is the greatest applause you will ever get in your life. It's all about the customer.
My advice to FIT students is to go to Vogue Runway as much as possible and study what is happening on the real-life runways in New York and in London and Milan and Paris, and use that as a learning tool. Obviously, you can quickly discover what the trends are, but there are, zoom features and detail shots where you can really get, up close to garments. And beyond that, try to get into, I presume students can do this, the FIT Museum and places like the Costume Institute as much as possible, and study clothes and look inside at how they're made. I think that this is a moment where students should be focused. They're here because they, believe in their eye, they believe in, what they think looks good, but this is the place where they can sort of learn the craft and the engineering of clothes, and that will be important when they sort of reach out and try to get that first job.
If I have any piece of advice for any of you students coming up, I went to fashion design school a long time ago, and the one thing I didn't learn much about was the business side. So understanding a little bit about how business works so you can be your own boss.